asked about reincarnation and it must be true. And often people think like this because it's comforting, thinking if you've got it wrong, you'll get it right next time. But with all my 50 years of being a medium and all the different people that I've helped and all the clairvoyance that I've done taking place, amazing things happen. But not once has anything ever come through to suggest that takes place. What does come through, and is often mentioned by those who come in circle when trance is done as well, is that there are many lives before this one, which is difficult for us to understand because as physical beings, we only think really in the physical, which is obvious how we are at the moment. Clairvoyance couldn't take place if your loved ones hadn't moved on to the next world. And in a circle situation, we regularly have people draw close who you would call evolved souls, you might call them angels, but you know they've moved on. And they tell us that they've moved on from one world to the next world to the next world. And this is what takes place. And we're also told by people who have recorded some of the trance, like Zodiac from the 1920s to 50s, that you can learn a lot while you're here. You can progress a lot. You think when you're a child, a teenager, you can be very selfish. When you're a grandparent, you've been through so much that you understand so much more by the time you pass. You're progressing, you are learning. And the harder your life is, the more you have learned until you move on to the next world. But not once have I come across anything to suggest you come back here. It is never said. And knowing that these souls have moved on to the next world and next world, why would you come back? And then what we're also told as well, that before you come to the earth plane, often you have to wait for a physical body. You have to wait for your time. So as a spirit, you come to the earth plane and you may have been to all sorts of different places in the world before you take on a body. And this is why when some people go to a place and they know they've been there before, so they immediately presume, oh, it must be reincarnation. But it just means as a spirit, you've been there before. And then sometimes when people go regression and their last life, they come through. Well, everybody comes through as someone famous. It's never someone come through as a common person, for want of a better expression. They always come through as a famous person. And sometimes they come through at the same time when they've been living at another time. It doesn't make sense. And the last thing with the regression, with that type of thing, be very careful. Because there are so many souls around us, good, bad, evil. If you do regression, you are opening yourself up, completely opening yourself up. And then any soul can jump in, good, bad, or evil. And if an evil one comes in, can latch to you, then at some point you have to go to a medium and have that evil soul removed. But with all my experience, not one is there any proof, any sign ever spoken of that we live here on the earth plane again. We are only here once and then we move on. And when we leave here, we meet our loved ones in the next world and then we carry on progressing and we move on to the next world. And that is seeing what happens. With everything I've seen, that's what takes place.